Right guys, so I get asked this question quite a lot about when they're buying a VXR, of the things to look out for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this video into a universal video for basically just buying a turbo car in general. So we're going to look at buying a turbo car and the things to check. So first thing you want to check when you get to the car is visually check it to ensure it's not been in any accident or anything or other. Number 2, request all paperwork, check receipts to see what has been replaced. Number 3, check the MOT history. There's plenty of apps on the Apple Marketplace and on the Android store which lets you carry out checks on the previous year's MOTs, of what they failed on advisories and such. All you need is the registration plate, so always check that out before you go. And then once you have been to check the car, obviously match this up with receipts to see if they have been replaced, and if they claim that they've done the work themselves, carry your own check out on them things to make sure it has been done. Okay, so number 4, ensure the engine is cold before you get there. The one reason this is quite vital is because when a car is smoking, or when there is turbo issues or deeper issues, a lot of people do warm the car up, so it gets rid of this smoking issue straight away, like burning fuel and such. So the first thing you want to check is check that engine hasn't been started, make sure it's completely cold, and make sure that they haven't moved it from any location. If they insist on coming to you, don't buy it. Okay, so number 5, check there is enough oil and coolant etc in the engine. Just double check, make sure it's on a flat surface, check it's not been driven with very minimal things in the car. This can absolutely greatly reduce the engine life if it has been running on very little things. Number 6, check for any movements in any parts such as the turbo and intercooler. Check for any normal noises, tapping, all that sort of stuff. You want to be checking as well as visually, you want to be checking obviously your hearing as well, because your hearing tells you when something's wrong as well. Right, number 7, take somebody with you if you can, because this helps you quite a bit in determining noises and such, because not everybody can hear certain things. Like for example, if you turn the ignition on, you might not hear anything from the engine bay or from the back of the car. So this is one of the things that does actually help. So what you want to do is you want the other person to stand at the back of the exhaust to inspect for any smoke, again making sure the engine is cold. So we're going to go through now the different types of smoke and what they could mean. Right, so the most common smoke you'll get is a white smoke. This is usually due to condensation. Most people warm the engine so it doesn't produce any smoke to hide very little problems. So this is why I'm saying to you, you always need to make sure that that engine is cold before you check anything. So white smoke can be caused by steam, condensation in the exhaust pipe, more serious issue caused by an engine coolant leak. Check coolant levels. Blue smoke, this could be oil entering the system, it could be excess oil being burnt up if the oil has been filled up too much. It could be a worn valve seal, piston rings or turbocharger. Now if it has been filled up too much, you can just burn this off naturally. Just don't put your foot down until it has properly all burnt off, because you will get clouds of blue smoke sticking out the back and it can cause some serious problems. Grey smoke, this could be excess oil again, a PCV valve failure or transmission fluid leak, and if it's an automatic, but you don't really get many automatic turbos. Black smoke, too much fuel being burnt and a sign of an air filter or a fuel injector problem. In diesel cars it usually means a soot build-up in the DPF, which is a diesel particle filter. A lot of people do get these removed, however I think they are required now for the MOT in the UK. They do kick out a lot of black smoke, as they do have a cleaning system in themselves that kicks out a lot of black smoke, but they do also get blocked. Number 8 is listen if the engine is misfired, knocks, tapping or any unusual sounds. Some vibrating and tapping can be the flywheel needing replaced if they have gone and just replaced the clutch. Number 9, compression test. I'm going to put a video on the channel of this soon. So take your own compression tester. Any person that is genuinely trying to sell you a car will allow you to do a compression test. All cylinders should be equal PSI, such as 160, 160, 160, 160 on every cylinder. This is a good sign. However, if you do get a 160, 160, 160 and a 90, or any other combination where one is lower, then this could indicate quite a serious problem with pistons and such, and it will more than likely be resulting in a brand new engine. So just walk away. So number 10, you can't really know if a car's faulty unless you actually test drive it. So go out for a test drive, let it warm up, ensure that the clutch feels and bites properly, make sure it moves on the bite point, check no movement in the gear stick when you're putting a little bit of power down. If the gear stick starts pulling back, it could be a bad gearbox or a clutch. Make sure it pulls in every gear and it stays in every gear. Drive the car hard to ensure that it doesn't pop out of any gears, but obviously make sure that you are allowing the car to warm up. Check for any other noises that might occur while you're driving, like wheel bearings, loud humming noise, that can be from the back. And also check the dashboard for lights, it's obviously any engine lights or anything like that. Also, while you're there as well, check that nobody's put some black tape over the lights, because a lot of people decide to do that because they want to hide the problem, and a lot of people don't realise it, because obviously all you look for on the dashboard is a light, not some little black tape covering it. Okay, so that's my top 10 things to check when you're buying a turbo car. There is a hell of a lot more that isn't in this list. I just thought this was the most 10 important. There is a hell of a lot more stuff. As I said, I hope this helps some of you guys out that keeps asking the questions and such. I do try and reply to your questions as much as I can, but it's hard for me to carry on getting round to all you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.